Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. This video will be me going through the Adelaide Fantasy Preview for 2023 as they go into this new year, and this will be uploaded sometime on this weekend, hopefully on Saturday. Now onto the team. Um, as you can see, I've done my usual thing of highlighting players of importance. The first guy here, Rory Laird, number one player, averaged 120. Should easily do that again, in my opinion. He really isn't taggable. And if you just look at this back half of the year, it really hurt not to have him in, especially basically from round 7 onwards, where he only dropped a night below 100 for 97 and 92. Like his lowest score for the year was a 90. That is ridiculous. And that was his first game back from an injury preseason where he missed rounds 1 and 2. And if you really look at this stretch here, I think it was a 5 or 6 game average of around about 130, which is quite ridiculous. So now on to the next player, Jordan Dawson. He's going to play on the wing again. He's going to probably average near enough the same as that. And yeah, he takes a lot of kickouts. So, and Adelaide probably see, hopefully, because Adelaide aren't going to be as bad, he doesn't get as much value out of the kickouts. Whereas, but then again, he could easily pick that up because he's in the midfield again, being on the wing slash halfback role. He should be able to pick up more possessions as they are able to command more of the game. Now on to Keys, another guy, averaged 97 in the end. But if you look at his first, I believe it was 5, he went crazy and he averaged, it was, what's that, probably around a 110, 115 average through the first 5 or so rounds. But then, for some reason, the coach decided, you know what, I'm going to chuck him up forward. And as you can see, these last, in particular, these last 3 games, he didn't play well. Well, he played his role because he played up forward. Even this game, you can tell he played up forward because he had 3 goals won. And he just didn't play well, and he had an average of, I think, what did it say here? An average, last 5 average of 72. If he returns to the midfield, he's going to average 108, 105, somewhere around there. And he'll be back to his usual best. So whether he plays in the midfield is it's up to the coach, I guess, and that's going to change probably some teams. Riley O'Brien, I think he's an inconsistent ruck in terms of he will go and score a 150 and then go and score a 50 or a 40. You know, he's so inconsistent, whereas you just want a ruck to put up 90 each week, potentially have one game of like a 110 or a 120. Whereas Riley, you just don't get that. 74, 76. There's not really one around his average of 90. Look at, he's had one game of 80, 2 games of 80, 190. So he's had 4 out of the 20 that he's played within 10 fantasy points either way or so of what he actually averages. If that doesn't show you inconsistency, I don't know what will. So that's that. I think he'll also be kicked out of the ruck by the end of the year by the likes of, where is he? Strachan down here. That's why I have him highlighted. He's a pretty good player. I think he puts up really good numbers in the was it Sandful? So he should be able to overtake him. Crouch, no. Berry, he's a tackling guy. Whether he can pick up those possessions will be the difference between him being able to keep up that. Well, he's going to keep up the 84 average. It's whether can he go up to that 100, which I think he could. I just think there's a little bit more guaranteed value in other players as he is priced at 746. So I think there's better value in the likes of Tom Green or Rowbottom at that price range. But I don't currently have a midfielder at that price range. So now we move on to, whoopsie, didn't need to do that. So that was Berry Smith, no. Walker keeps his play, no. Haitley could be the one to jump up. 22-year-old, maybe he has that further jump up, but I think as shown by the very low ownership, I don't think he will have that jump up or a significant one. I think he probably is around an 85 point scorer. So that's him. Sloan coming back from injury, 32, I believe it is, so just too old. Seasman, I think, was he already ruled out this year? He's too old anyway, and he won't get good value. Shoal, no. See with Seasman, why does he still have that? Oh, because he ended up playing 22 games in 2021. That's why, and he got concussed and didn't play. Scholl, Schellenberg, Hinge, McAdam, Dodie, again going through a lot of players that are just not going to be valued. Like I said with the Hobbs pick, Saligo's probably just too expensive for the output that he's going to put up. He'll probably put up 70, but there's not enough meat on the bone there. Thilthorpe, Fogarty, Strachan we talked about. Murphy, Rochelli's just, I don't think he's going to break into that midfield, which sucks because he's easily that guy, I feel like, that could easily go 80 or 90 if you just put him in the right fancy friendly role, but he's just not going to be able to get it. Henry, Himmelberg, Jones, Parnell's a guy that you could look at, but you need him to up that to 70 or so before you look at him. Brown, Golant, Cook, Thiessen, Worrell. Worrell's another guy that you could look at. Hamill, Butts, Keane, Murphy, McElhaney is another guy that you could look at again, as he's a rookie price. He should play early, but I just don't think he does get the output that you're looking for. Then you have Wayne Miller, another guy that if he plays down back like he's been showing to in preseason, he'll get that 70 or 80 and really be that good forward for me in my team because I have him in my team. But if he is going to be named in the forward line, well, then there's going to be some scrambles on that team selection night, trying to get him out of the team and trying to force around moves, probably having to drop to Wits so I can get someone else in, etc. But with the way it's looking at the moment, they've finally put him down back, which should help. So that looks like that's the end to this team review of Adelaide for their 2023 season. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you want to see my other videos on my other teams that I've done, then go over to the fantasy playlist that will be showing. And if you want to see other fantasy team reveals, then there'll be another playlist showing. Thanks and goodbye, everyone.